Supervision plays a key role in ensuring that our students have positive experiences at school. Because of the common challenges with memory, impulse control, and poor judgment our students with FASD may face, supervision is an important part of a strong support plan. Supervision is also a key component of effectively run classrooms and schools. So what is supervision? Supervision can be defined as the action or process of watching and directing what someone does or how something is done. Our favorite definition, however, comes from an FASD expert, Jan Lutke, who defines supervision as being available for the teachable moment. We like how this simple definition communicates the importance of being present, aware, and therefore available to use situations as teaching opportunities. The key to providing effective supervision is to be attuned to your students, as well as knowing where our students are, who they are with, and what they are doing. We also need to know where they are at with their regulation and emotional states. Another consideration in providing effective supervision is knowing your students well and being respectful of their age. We need to consider different levels of supervision depending on the needs of the student. Some students may need close supervision at all times, whereas some students may need to check in with an adult once or twice a day. In a busy school, it can be very challenging to offer supervision at all times. As educators, we need to be flexible in our scheduling in order to provide the supervision when it's needed most. In the classroom or in any other part of the school, active supervision is an important concept to add to your daily practice. Active supervision involves scanning the area constantly, moving around the environment, and interacting with the students. We will use these three aspects of active supervision to provide further recommendations. In order to supervise effectively, we should position ourselves so that we can see the majority of the space at all times. When scanning, we can look for behavior cues or evidence that a student may be getting agitated, frustrated, or off track. We should be looking for both positive as well as those not so positive behaviors. We can look for students who work well together and for those that don't. This information helps us to set up group work situations in a way that encourages success. And finally, scanning allows us to gather information to make decisions about halting, extending, or changing an activity based on our students' performance. When we move around the area, students are made aware of our presence. We are essentially using our bodies as a visual prompt. We can effectively use the power of proximity to stop minor behaviors. By positioning ourselves near the behavior, we can commonly distinguish most of them without causing an interruption in the classroom. In addition, by moving quietly around the space, we are able to use eye contact, gestures, and facial expressions to provide feedback non-verbally. Lastly, when we are moving, we are able to check in with students to ensure that they are managing well and understanding tasks. This strategy also allows us to identify areas needing further instruction and/or practice. When we purposefully interact with our students, we engage more frequently and in more positive ways, thus building stronger connections. We can communicate that we are aware of what is going on in our classrooms. We are able to prompt, remind, give feedback, and offer gentle guidance. And finally, frequent interactions with our students gives us a better sense of student learning and thinking. All educators understand how small problems can quickly become big problems in a classroom. Effective supervision allows us to be responsive educators who can deal with these issues early in their development. Supervision enables educators to gently guide their students and identify skills to teach. By practicing active supervision, educators increase their students' level of engagement, build positive connections with their students, improve their effectiveness as an educator, and effectively create safe, predictable, and productive classroom environments. Supervision is crucial for student success and a critical element of all effectively run classrooms and schools.